I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals. While drinking booze.
Cheers! There's nothing better than laughing so hard that you cry. Crafting is the best.
I don't think you should call it that.
Larai.
No.
What is it?
It's cry laughing. That one you cannot combine to be a word.
Crafting?
No.
It's like crafting without the...
Right. Which you would write down as normal. Like that's Lauren just omits letters when she writes.
It's called shorthand.
And look, Bill.
Okay, listen. If you know me, you know.
Here it comes.
I don't spell well. I just don't. It's not what I'm good at. I'm a good talker. No, I don't even do that well. No. You know what? Everybody has their strengths. And anything involving words or letters is not mine.
No, that's 100% true.
So I take notes every show because the first couple I didn't, and I ended up having to listen to our shows over and over and over, and it was so annoying. I don't even know how you guys listen in.
No one's listening. It's fine.
No kidding. Our three people, our parents.
We love you guys.
It's our parents. Anyway.
Your sister. Hi, Joanna.
My sister and my parents. Anyway, yeah, no, spelling and it's not my strong suit, but Chelsea's looking at my notes, and she always likes to make fun of me because I can't spell certain things, but I literally realized that I put vodka on our last episode, but I left out the D, and I thought that was so weird, but then I noticed 3 shows ago, I did this same exact thing. Right. I left out.
We're drinking Red Bull Vodka. She takes the D's out.
And but Chance is missing a C.
Right, so it's chain. But then she told me that while she, writes, her mom taught her, where you're holding your thumbs up, where
because I mixed up my B's and D's.
B's and D's, yeah. And so if you make your hands a fist and you put your thumbs up, and you look down at your fingers, it makes a B and a D. And so Lauren's 37 and still does this trick. So
Bubbles was rough. Writing bubbles. And that's what we're enjoying today. And
right.
I'm like, ooh, B.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise it would, yeah.
It's all right. You know what? I can't be perfect. I can't be perfect in every way. That would be too much to handle.
It's just too much. It's too much.
You know?
Yeah. You have to have a downfall. And if that's your downfall, you'll
it's also the reason I chose never to procreate.
That's why.
Nobody needs more of those people.
Right. I don't know what a D is, but I have a new car that I don't have to put a fucking car seat in. Thank you. That's my friend. So here's a question. I recently was on a show, in Stockton, and it was called Date Talk. And basically what it was the dating game. Remember the dating game?
I do. That's fun.
Back in the, what was that, 70s? I think it was a 70s show, maybe 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
So there was a bachelor, in the show there's a bachelorette, and the bachelorette was me, and there were 3 bachelors on the other side of this curtain, right? Now, I couldn't see them. They couldn't see me because of the way the curtain was, but the audience could see all of us.
Right.
Right? Do you get it? Okay.
Yeah, like they are the person on the couch watching it on TV.
Right. Yes, exactly. And so they see the 3 of them, and they each have like Bachelor 1, Bachelor 2, Bachelor 3, like placards on their shirt, so they know which one is which. And we do the whole show, okay? Like, they got to introduce themselves. I got to introduce myself. I got to ask them questions. The audience actually wrote questions in, and so they were asking questions to the bachelors and this was all just for me to retain and ultimately pick which bachelor I wanted to go on a date with.
So who'd you pick?
So, and then guess what? And then they pay for the date. So the bar that we went to.
Who pays?
The people who put the show on. And so
that's fun.
So the place where we went was called the Whiskey Saloon or something in Stockton, and it's a restaurant. I think it's like a steakhouse maybe or something like that. But anyway, they gave us a gift certificate to come back and have dinner there, and then we're gonna do an escape the room.
Oh, you love those.
Yeah. So so they set it up so that we get to do dinner and a date, right? So I was like, great. So it was like an hour show, and we're making jokes back and forth, and it's weird because I can't see them, and it's crazy to me. There was also one portion of the night where the curtain split in the middle, right? And I was able to stick my hand through, and the audience got to choose which body part of the guy of each bachelor I got to feel.
Dick feels?
No.
Oh,
that was
shame.
the one thing that was off. Dick and butt were off
That's
limits.
a shame.
Right.
Butt should have been there. You should have been able to feel each of their butts. I feel like that would have been a really great way to choose a partner.
Yeah. I mean, let's just full Me Too this movement and just, yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is what kids are doing now. They're going right to the butt.
Just butt feels left and right. So let's see, Bachelor 1, I got to feel his face. They wanted me to feel his face. And the audience chose which body part, right? So Bachelor number 1, I got to feel his face because he had a full beard. And I think they wanted me to know that.
Oh, okay.
Right? They were a very helpful audience.
This
right.
beard may be near your nice, smooth vagina at some point.
Thank you, Brazilian. So they wanted me, and Bachelor number 2 was an older gentleman, but they said feel his hands. And I felt his hands, and that's when I could tell that he was a little bit older.
Oh, could you?
And they have like, hair here on their knuckles, and you can tell when someone's a little aged, their skin is a little thinner on their hands. And he also had I felt his wrist, and I knew he had sleeves on with a cuff and stuff. So I was like, oh, he's in a nice shirt. Okay, that's great. And then Bachelor number 3, they wanted me to feel his thighs. So I did sneak.
That's close to a butt.
I did sneak a little cheek feel. And I fixed his pocket because his pocket was bad. I was like, Jesus, so I fixed his pocket.
It would be awkward. You fixed his pocket?
I mean.
Okay. Here's my logic. If you have nice thighs and your butt sucks, you're not doing it right.
Oh, that's very true. How do you do that? That's
can't.
even harder to do.
That's what I mean.
Just have nice thighs.
I don't even know.
No, me either. I've never had nice thighs.
Squats. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
still working on it.
Right. Like if I sit on a penny, it's like the equivalent of when a train track goes. Like when you put a penny, like flatten it on a train track.
No.
Yes.
No, not anymore.
My thighs will never go away, I don't think.
Oh, my thighs are super strong.
Oh, yeah. No, mine are strong, but they're just never going to be small.
What part would you want somebody to touch on you?
Probably my butt. I can't just have him grab my boob. You know what I mean? Maybe my waist. I'm pretty proud of my waist.
That would be good.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my waist.
I wouldn't want them to touch my face because I don't like grubby mittens on my skin.
Yeah, no. It's different for a woman. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to get them to,
Your hair would be good.
I wanted to touch one of their chests because I like guys' chests.
Yes.
Yes. I like that a lot. And for some reason, just a chest is that's where I feel safe. I like to put my head there, and I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like guys' chests. So anyway,
pocket feel.
So I fixed his pocket. His pocket was bunched up in his pants, and I was like, Jesus Christ! So I fixed his pocket for him, felt his thighs, and I got a little butt touch. And then he went back and sat down. So anyway, I ended up choosing Bachelor number 3, right? So then I met Bachelor number 1, and
wait, but you were leaning towards 3 the whole time?
It was between 2 and 3.
Okay.
It was between 2 and 3. So then Bachelor number 1, I got to meet him because I didn't choose him, right? So he came around and I gave him a hug, and then he walked back to his seat, and I heard him say, "Dude, we missed out." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of nice."
Hey!
Right? I know. I felt pretty good about myself. I was like, "Oh, thank God I put on some concealer tonight." So and then Bachelor number 2 came around the corner and he gave me a hug. And he was an older gentleman, which is what I thought. And he seemed really, really nice. He seemed really genuine. And then Bachelor number 3, the one I chose, comes around the corner. And it's a fellow comedian / friend of mine. And I was like, what? And I didn't know he was going to be there. And I was like, this is crazy
But
that you're
he
here
knew
right
you
now.
were going to be there.
And he knew that I was going to be there. So I immediately saw his face and I was like, what are you doing here? And I like was just shocked because he changed his voice.
And then you're like,
so I couldn't
dang
tell.
it,
I couldn't tell that it was him. So he changed his voice to have this like Southern twang.
really?
Right? And I was like, which was good, because if he had spoken like himself, I probably would have figured it out.
Sure.
But it was just shocking to me that I knew somebody on the panel.
Right.
Especially when my fellow comedian friend booked me for the show and knows that I know him. You know what I mean?
I love it, the twist. So he likes you.
I don't know. I don't know if that's just why he did it. Because I asked that too. I said, are we getting paid for this? And she goes, no, we just pay for the date. And I was like, oh, okay. So he didn't get paid.
So he likes you.
I don't know.
Chelsea, why is it that you don't like see what everybody else sees?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. But so this brings me to my question. Okay.
Okay.
Because great, that's fine. Maybe he does have a crush on me. I don't know.
Okay.
But I've always thought that he was completely out of my league. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I thought that he was completely out of my league. I thought that he, would, and this could be like residue from horrible relationships that I've been in. Where people are, putting me down and, I'm too fat and this and this. Like, there's definitely a lot of that. Because this guy's in shape. And I'm like...
And our own gremlins. I mean, I'm beating myself up still for B's and Z's.
So it's like... you should. So it's like... But I always looked at him like, this guy's really attractive. He's really in shape. There's no way that he would want to date me. Like, this is just my thought process,
right.
Okay? And I've never said this to him. Like, why would I? You know what I mean? So anyway, my question is, sure, what if he does have a crush on me? Who the hell knows? But is it weird to have a friend for multiple years and then out of the blue start looking at him through a different lens? That's my question. That's what I want to talk about.
You think it's...
Is it weird to look at somebody who you've been friends with? This is someone that I work with on the circuit. He did my fucking birthday roast here in Benicia. And so it's like, I've seen him as a friend. We're
right.
fellow comics.
Right.
Now, is it weird to then look at someone who you've just been friends / co-workers, let's say co-workers, with, and change, and then look at them and be like, oh, wait, this could be a possibility and maybe I want something more romantic. Let's talk about it.
I mean, I feel like you already did do that before, because if you're saying he's out of your league, then that means that you thought about him in a romantic way.
Oh, fully. He's adorable. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like perfect.
But
he knew it was you, so
yeah.
He wants to date you.
So the guys knew who I was. I think they got my name. So if they wanted to,
they could Google box you.
They could look me up and know who I was. Now, the other two didn't do that. I found this out because we got to like hang out and talk for a little while and have a drink or whatever after the show was done. And I told the older gentleman, number 2, I was like, it was a really close, thing. It was really close between you and him.
A 50-year-old?
Shh.
We're not there yet.
I kind of am, though.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're closer to 40 than we've ever have been in our life.
Sure we are.
Right. I mean, we act like we're 11, but...
No, 11-years can't
50 is
this
not
way.
that far from us.
50 is closer than...
It's 13 years away.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's...
So what do you think at our age, we're both 37, what do you think our cap is?
Well, to each their own.
I know that's what I'm saying. Danelo's 40. He's only 3 years older than you.
Yeah. So, if I did older, they would have to come with some awesome things.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like
a house.
Like no baggage, no kids.
There's no way at that age. No, you're fucked.
No grandkids.
No.
Amazing penthouse in Soho.
Right. So you're stuck with Danilo, so it's fine. So now here's my question, because you and Danilo knew each other as kids. So this kind of goes down the same route.
But I always loved him.
You always had a huge crush on him?
I always had a huge crush on him.
And
I found my journal and it had his name on it and I had X'd his name out.
Stop it.
I'm not
Because you were going to
kidding
kill him?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Because I had moved on to somebody I called Penguin. I don't know who that was.
A villain in Batman. That's who it is. That's terrifying.
Yeah, totally upgraded. But there was no B's or D's in the name, so I felt like it was a safe bet.
And now you married one that starts with a D. So
no,
it's just a constant battle.
I always knew. He tells me that he thought I was cute when we were younger.
Yeah.
I don't think he did because he was with his now ex-wife, and her and I are just physically, we're just different.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like if you see somebody who let's say you either grew up with them or you work with them in the same workplace, and you see the women that they date, but there is a mental block where you're like, wow, I'm so not that. There's no way that he could find me attractive. You have that.
That's what happened. I remember being at the Stop and Shop or Stop and Go, and she jumped out, and of course I'm like in my Volkswagen Beetle #1, white and rust, like loving my life, flat chested at the time, and scrawny as hell, no makeup, nothing fake about me, you know. She pops out of her Bronco, lifted Bronco, and she's got, you know, her fake perm, her fake nails, and her tiny Daisy Dukes, and this tan, like, tiny little body, and I'm just like, if he's into that, he's never going for a girl like me.
Right, and that's my point, is that, but to be fair to this guy who I did match with, and we will be going on a date, to be fair to him, I've never seen his ex. Now, he does have 2 young boys, okay?
Right.
So, and
like you said, it's pretty typical,
I think that my son, Chance, is actually between the ages of his 2 kids, which is kind of choice, you know? And there were a couple, like, things that got me, you know, with what he said, you know, like, someone said if you were to take the Bachelorette on some super fun vacation, like a vacation where you and her would just have the time of your life. And he was like, well, he's like, I tend to have the most fun kind of at Disney. And so I would go past Disneyland and we would go straight to Orlando and just go do Disney World. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. Yes, please. And he had fun with it, and you could tell that he was having fun with his answers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was one of those where I was like, he's not throwing this away, but he's also not taking it crazy seriously. So this one seems like we would have the most in...
Because you were doing the same thing. You're like, oh, this is interesting.
I was laughing. Like, it was a fun experience to do it. But yeah, you cannot take it too seriously. Like, it's a dating game in Stockton, and there were 7 people in the audience. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it was not high stakes at all. So,
but that is fun, and they're going to pay for the date. And
yeah.
So like, now you're super excited is the point, and that's why you're feeling uncomfortable with it? I don't get it.
I think so. Because it's like, it's like I have to see him through a different lens, and it's just it's weird because I also don't want to fuck anything up. He's my buddy, you know, and so it's like,
well, I think you should go into the date the same way that you went into the show. It's just have a good time and get to know him on that different level. I mean, again, I think at some point mentally you did look at him romantically because you decided that you weren't of caliber, and I think if anything, should validate the fact that you are, and you have a lot of suitors, clearly.
Of all different ages.
Maybe not the ones that you want, but you have them. And a lot of big fans. And I think that, you know, much like me and my B's and D's, you just got to get out your own damn way. Just say, fuck it. Maybe I just don't ever spell good.
Right. Or
talk well.
There it is.
Or speak good.
Speak well. Oh,
I don't fucking
Jesus
know.
Christ.
This is why I use cuss words. They are sentence enhancements. So it takes people. So people get mad, and then it distracts them from the fact that I just used a word I literally don't know how to spell. I said eucalyptus.
Oh, that's a tough one, buddy.
Normally I say eucalyptus.
Oh.
Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus. Oh.
Eucalyptus. That's what I normally say.
Okay.
if I'm saying it fast.
That was a lot of time spent on that.
I can't spell it though for sure.
Yeah, no
No.
way. No.
Nope. Tree.
No.
Tree.
There it is. Yes, koalas eat it. Bamboo.
Smells good.
There we go.
Lotion sometimes have the fragrance. Tree. Not native to California, but all over California.
There it is.
Tree.
Use it in a sentence, please.
Well, I'm excited. So when are you going on this date?
I don't know because I'm leaving. I'm on my tour, so. Excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
God, these bubbles, dude.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that on your date.
This is why I'm single. I don't hold back.
Well, at least you said excuse me. That's new.
I'm not gonna hold. I say excuse me, but I'm not gonna hold my gas in because I feel like I'll turn into like the Charlie Bucket and Willy Wonka, and I'll just like float up. And,
You say
burp, Charlie, burp. You have to burp, Charlie. Let it go.
Yeah, you're right. No, because I see you with Chance, and you're like, okay, farts. Okay, farts. Like you
I do. I call him farts.
I know, but you're gonna have to teach him at some point to say excuse me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, especially at the dinner table.
Does he fart at the dinner table?
I think
Maybe
he's just a baby. He farts no matter what.
Maybe that's why we stopped coming over here for dinner.
I have issues, yeah. I just have issues with farts at the dinner table.
Right.
I don't really mind farts on a regular day.
You can't. You live with 3 grown men. You cannot be opposed to farts.
And a dog.
And a dog. Yeah.
Hers are probably the worst.
Yeah.
No, my husband's really good about it. He does not intentionally fart. He will hold it, and then I have to sleep with him, and it just comes up through the covers.
Yeah. And
it's like Dutch ovens every night.
I don't know what that is. Like,
it's fucked up is
guys
what it is.
at nighttime, I don't know what happens inside
held
of their
it all day.
bodies.
I don't know.
But it's like, it is World War III. And whenever guys fall asleep, it's just, like it's violent.
And he pushes it too.
Oh, yeah,
like,
fully.
I can see his body like
like it's just aggressive.
He's like, put it away.
Get it out.
Don't get it out.
No, he will die. No, get it out of his body. It's gonna consume his lungs and like kill his kidneys. I don't know. It's just bad.
I know.
That's why he has a tan, a constant tan. Just from the inside out. Just this shit vapor.
You know what? It's fine. Again, I have issues
he
with
doesn't
B's
listen
and
to the
D's.
show. It's fine.
And he has issues with farts.
There, you guys. It's meant to be.
Everyone says that too about my stand-up when I did stand-up that time.
Yeah.
Remember that one time I did it?
You've done it twice.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, people are like, wow, I know a lot about your husband. And I'm like, and if we continue a decent marriage, he'll be fine. But if we don't, my routine will change significantly.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Yes, indeed. Stand-up is perfect for breakups.
Fart also doesn't have any B's and D's in it.
Right. That's very true.
Nor does penis.
Thank
I
you
feel like
for-
either one is safe.
Why are we going into penis land? What is that? What
We're
does that
talking
have
about
to
my
do?
husband.
Oh, that's just the subcategory. Danilo farts penis. That's it. That's who he is as a man. Yes.
And he knows his B's and D's. So we complement each other perfectly.
Shocking that you've liked him since you were 11 years old. I love it. It's perfect. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you about that experience. But I also wanted to talk about, are you able to see a friend in a new light? And just talk about that.
Well, you're going to have to let me know what you do. I feel like you could, but I also know that you've had circumstances where you've kind of tried that with friends.
Right.
And it didn't work because you said, man, this guy's really great and I should give it a try, but it just wasn't romantic and it wasn't connective in that way, and you need that. You need a sense of that. Not to say that that's not going to go away, this sexual attraction, because we all get older or whatever, but I think that initial, that want to be with somebody, that excitement, if that's not there in the get, then you're not.
And you can't force that. Like sometimes I do think like, I've been alone for a really long time and I'd love to have this teammate by my side at all times, but I'm not going to force it with somebody that it's not there organically, and it's just, and I think that's maybe where the subject was headed in me opening up this discussion is me looking at a friend that I've known for years me looking at him in a different lens, does that mean that I'm forcing something that has not organically happened yet?
No, because
that's my question.
And that's my point. I think that you already did think about him romantically. It just, you threw it away because you said,
myself.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not good enough.
Right.
Which, let this be literally the world shaking you. You know, you are worthy. You're worthy of all the love that you get from friends and family and everybody else. But you can't decide what is ultimately right. I think the biggest thing is, and if I can give if you're asking me my honest thing.
Yeah, don't lie to me right now.
Hey.
Come on.
Keep very clear on what it is you are looking for in your life in the future. Yes. And if that person happens to be a hot guy that you were friends with,
right,
then hey, it's perfect.
I think a lot of times I just look at myself and I'm like, he's too good looking, or he's,
Oh no, trust me, he's got issues. He's got something. We've all got something. Mine happens to be spelling. Everything else is pretty much zipped up and tight. Everybody's got something,
Yes.
and he does too. Now, there are things about him that you really probably enjoy. Clearly, he's a funny guy, because you wouldn't associate with a not successful, goal-oriented, person.
Right.
So he's got those things working already, and you knew that.
Right.
On a friend standard, he's clearly attractive if you told yourself that you're not good enough for him. So what is the thing he has wrong? And that thing, maybe he has a vagina. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
that's a
I'm just saying,
stretch.
everybody's got their. Well, you touched the pocket. What was in there? Nothing. You're like going back. You're like, ooh, wait a minute.
Ooh, hold on a second.
It was kind of an empty pocket. That's called a vagina, Chelsea.
Oh no.
That's all right.
And
you
it's
had lesbian
fine.
Experiences, so you're good.
I have. I identify as bisexual, so
hey, that's not the issue.
Best of both worlds. It's perfect. I love it. So anyway,
I'm excited to hear where this goes. You
Yeah.
have to tell us.
So my tour is 2.5 weeks. So when I come back, we will be setting up a date. Me and this fellow Canadian. So we'll go and have dinner, and we'll escape the room, and I will come back with full details for you guys.
Exciting.
I know.
I'm also super excited for your tour. So.
I know. Actually, I'll be on it when this is happening. So
cheers to that. Looking forward to hearing about that too.
So yeah, the next time you hear from me, I will be able to tell you guys about...
I'll be here. I'll be.
She's not going anywhere.
Still figuring out my B's and D's. Still sitting here with thumbs ups to myself.
Right. On your binder
I mean, it's a brilliant thing, but it really makes you look stupid.
Right. It's like the left making L's with your fingers, 4 fingers and thumbs, and then you can tell which is your left hand.
Oh, no, see, I do this because I write with my right.
Yeah.
So I look even worse. I just
you
pretend
do
to
that?
write.
Yeah, that's...
I pretend to write with my right.
Yeah. That is really bad. In public. Good.
Like,
Perfect.
Like the writing and the BDs.
Right.
It's totally normal.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And I still found somebody. So there's hope.
Thank God. Yeah, that there is hope. Right, right. And you got a new car. See, you're like up in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just act
Winning.
like I'm on the spectrum like you do, and then I'll be fine.
Hashtag lower your standards.
Perfect. Done.
And then when you have a win, it seems that much more cool.
Oh my God. Hey, you can check us out individually on our websites, chelseabierce.com and lauren-kelly.com, to see all the super exciting things we're up to.
And make sure that you like, follow, and share. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. And make sure that you like, follow, and share.
And
We're on
if you
YouTube.
wouldn't
We're on
mind, please
Facebook. We're on
review us.
Twitter.
We'd
At
love
It's
that.
ApPARENT.
Yeah,
Make it count.
And if you wouldn't mind, please review us. We'd love that.
Yeah, make it count.
Boom. Bye.